How is it going, guys? I'm Viper, and welcome to the stream. Now, let me just get rid of that screen and go over to this screen. And we are doing, oh, wrong one. Oh, is it? No, wait a minute, is it? Yes, that's the one. Let me just load into our Stellaris game. So we shall resume. Now, I have a little bit of a confession to make from the previous video that I just uploaded up about how to start a game of Stellaris and all that lot. I've actually changed the difficulty up for myself on the game. So mine is actually on Ensign. It's only gone up by one difficulty from what it was on, so it's not going to be mega hard. But with me doing that, I've actually changed position. So we'll quickly go out into the map here. I originally started here on the original one that loaded up, but now we are here in this one. Now the first thing and the only thing that I've done is made it a little bit difficult for myself, so it probably will be a little bit difficult for yourself. And I changed my origin as well. I am no longer the cognitive thing, the very bottom one on the left hand side. I'm not that. The Rift World one now, so I have an actual Astral Rift in my system, so I can take advantage of the new DLC that I bought myself on Saturday. So we'll get straight into it. If you are new to the channel and you are not watching this as a live stream, then welcome to the channel. I do appreciate you coming along, spend a little bit of your time watching a little old me. And this video is to help those of you who are struggling on Stellaris, those of you who want to play a game without using the console commands and win. And we'll get straight to it then. So as you can see, we are here in our system, and at the end of my first video, which has been uploaded earlier today, I told you to go over to your things over here. Now let me just look for the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for policies and edicts. Oh my god, oh, it's the top one, isn't it? Government, what the hell? What the hell? So, policies and edicts. If you are not playing as a hive mind and you are playing as, say, the humans, the United Nations of Earth, not the Commonwealth of Man, you probably want to change your production policy over to the one where you get more consumer goods instead of the alloys. I think that's what it is. Mill minerals. You want to change this if you are playing as the United Nations of Earth, because you will be a beacon of liberty. So you'll get people that want to immigrate over to your space and be part of your world. So have a little bit playing that. We did all that at the end of the video, which I uploaded literally about an hour and a half ago, and we'll get straight to it. So with me being a hive mind, I don't need to put scientists. You also have that with a machine intelligence as well. So first things first, what we're going to do, research speed plus 5%, definitely. Definitely. And research drones, pop growth speed, definitely. And what have we got here? Let's just do that for now, why not? So we got nice little free, 20% engineering of the brain drone, which is a lovely jubbly, and it's 20%, quite a bit. Another 10% pop growth speed, which is really good because we've already got another 10% anyway. So we've got 20% when that's done, pop growth speed. And then we've got research speed plus 5%, so our research speed will be even better on every single one of these. Now, I've not played it as another race for like about 9 months ago was the last time I played Stellaris. Obviously, I had a game over the past 3 days just to see if anything has changed and if the game still works properly, because people were telling me that it had all ballsed up and it was all messing about. Other than the one crash that I had in the game, everything was fantastic. So we'll get straight to it then. Science is done. That's your first step. Do your science. Before you press play, you want to make sure you do your science straight away. First thing. Policies and edicts. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Government policies and edicts. Change this. Then you want to go to your science. I'll remember all these as soon as I played it for an hour or two. Just do that. Get that done. And set up quite nice. First thing. Second thing. Now the third thing. The third thing is come over to your ships. Now this used to all be in one, and it was massive. But it's not no more, thank God. So you don't really need tiny UI. Unless it is my tiny UI I've still got active. But I think they all don't active because it's updated. I'll have to check that. So let me just click on that, make sure that it's doing that. Yes, it is. And ships. Science ship. Now, when I first played this, you had to click on here to assign a scientist so you can take your science ship and go and do stuff. when I first ever played this game, that took me like 15 minutes to figure out. I was like in 2016 or whenever it was it came out, 2018 was it? It's like 6 years old now, I think, Stellaris. So yeah, 2018 if it is 6 years. So get your signed ship. Ideally, you want to go to this one here, because there's 2 planets in there. An Alpine world and a Tomb world. None of them are going to be suitable for me, because I'm an Arctic world species. We like it cold. And then we've got a tropical world there. So we will go over here because we do have an Alpine world. That might hopefully be cold enough for us. But if not, we'll just keep exploring. Get your science ship. Right click, survey system, leave it, do it. And then your construction ship. Now, as you can see, we've got 2 power, 2 mineral, 2 physics science. Just right click on your system, build research stations. Job done. Now, another thing that you've not got, do you have the tutorial? If you've not played it, and there should be a tutorial actually. I'm just thinking, is there a tutorial? I've not played with the tutorial for like 3 or 4 years, so I'm not too sure if that's still around. But there is a tutorial that tells you what to do to play through the game. Heed its advice. Like, listen, heed its advice. And you want to build some ships. Now, as you can see, we do have a little bit of a fleet here. Now, you could, if you want to, if you are struggling, go here, go ship design, go Corvette, take everything off, and you will then be able to get the minerals for it. You have to go to upgrade ships, because obviously, take off that, then click back on your ships, upgrade ships. Obviously, you'll be able to upgrade your fleet. That'll do that when you take the stuff off. That button will be optional for you to take stuff off. And you get yourself a few more alloys and stuff, but because I don't need consumer goods, being a hive mind, we don't really need to worry about the fact that we're going to need them. So, what's this? An event, a scientific anomaly discovered. We'll leave that for now, because I will get something there very, very shortly. So if you go to your situation log, Astral Rift, through the Astral Rift, I think I have to build an observation post on it or something. I have to do something there first for it to do it, and then I'll be able to put a person on it and do it. This is the new DLC, if you are interested in that. But you will see me doing that. And we have a black hole right here. Fantastic. That means we've got dark matter. Straight off the bat, we've got somewhere that gives us dark matter. So we will need that later on when we do other stuff for our ships. So, as you can see, done that, and I've not even pressed play yet. Not even pressed play. Now, your main capital. So, decisions. Nothing much that you can do at the minute. It is up to you if you want to do that. But with that costing 100 relics, and that costing 250 uni, you don't want to do it. Plus, you don't want to do that anyway, because it stops our pop growth on the planet. So, pops is king. Like, the more pops you've got, the more of these you can build. The more of these you can build. The more of these you get. The more of these you get. The more ships you can get. The more ships you can get. The bigger your empire sprawl and stuff is, and the more influence you get, because the more stuff you get. So everything works hand in hand, right? So everything works hand in hand. And also, there is 6 available jobs. So if you're playing on the console, you might want to take note here, because this wasn't like this when I played on the console when it first came out. 6 available jobs on the planet, with 7 houses spacing. There is no deviance, which is like crime and stuff. And there is 11 on the amenities. And nothing on our current unemployed. Now, you can, if you want, go to the population, open up these, move these around. I'm not going to click any of them because I don't play the game like that. I play the game by, oh, there's 6 jobs available, we've got 7 space, I don't need to build anything. Don't spend all your minerals building all these, because if you build all these, see, I've got 7, which will go to 10 when I do my features and get rid of these, when I research to get rid of them. So, don't build on all of these straight away, because if you build on all these straight away, your new people that come are going to fill these jobs and not probably fill these jobs. And these are important. So I want a synapse node and spawning pool, which are both there. Got ourselves a little research lab, which is giving me a little bit of research. And we got ourselves our main capital thing, which is a hive core. Was it cave? It's a hive core. So, before you go building stuff, don't go building stuff if you've not got the people to fill the jobs. Because they're going to like jump between stuff. Unless you build it all and then you mess about in here and move them. I don't recommend you do that because then you're going to be spending a lot of your minerals. Because you'll be thinking to yourselves, I know exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourselves, so if I build this, I'm going to be able to get more minerals. Well, yes, you are. But for you to get them more minerals, you're going to have to either wait for another pop to come to take that job, if it chooses to take that job. Unless you set it as like a priority in here and stuff. Or you can just wait till you've got like one available job, build another one. Because you know, then it'll go like a few more jobs. What is it on this? So let me just check. The industrial district, which used to give you, this didn't used to be like this either. This used to give you consumer goods. This used to give you generator power, obviously, like minerals and food. So these are right. But this used to give you consumer goods. Unless it's that because I am a hive mind. And I'm obviously not paid it for a year. And obviously your hive district, which is where your housing is. So I'll build this. You unlock these. See that there? Housing plus 6, so you get 6 housing. You get 1 building slot, and maintenance drone jobs plus 3. So with building that one thing, I unlock a block, get more housing, but it's 3 more jobs. See where that works now? So some of you have been asking me about this here and how this works, and that's basically how it works. And this is the stability. So the stability on your planet is the lower this number, the more deviants you'll probably get. I don't really have much of a problem with deviants because you can build like a stronghold. Is it a stronghold? I'm pretty certain it's a stronghold. No, it's not just a stronghold. It's the sentinel port there. See that? Deviants. Drones decrease deviants, spawn defensive armies, and produce unity. So if I was to build one of them, I would not need to build more armies on my planet because this, well, that building would spawn more armies for me. Which I'll show you that later on when we like on episode 10 or something. And then that comes into aspect. So don't go mad building stuff in here. If you are playing as the humans, you want to build the Artoncramon Monument, the thing that gives you unity. Unity is king. If you get unity fast, you can get your traditions up and quicker. And the very first one you either want to go for is Discovery, which is not one that is it Discovery. It might be Science. I'll show you when I actually have enough points to get one. I'll go over that. But we're not even done now. We're not even starting now. And another thing on the planet is the designation. Is it designation? Yeah, it is designation. Oh no, turn that off. Off, yeah, off. So, is it off that? Yeah. Click turn on. Yeah, like it is off. Making sure that's off because I don't want this building stuff. So, I can't do much here because there's only the 2. But when I build another city, I'll be able to change it. So up here it'll say generator world, mining world, agri world, foundry world. And you get a little bonus. See there, I get a little bonus stability. I mean it is deviance, resource from jobs 10%, automated resettlement. What's that say? Destination chance plus 10%. So the thing about your cities is don't build it until you've got the available people. If you've got jobs available, so you can build all this out and it'll probably say 30 jobs available, 30 houses, and then you're waiting for your people to come, and you'll probably fluctuate between your minerals, going high numbers and then in the red, and you're like, why is that in the red? And it's because you've not got the people in the right places to do the right job. So don't go mad doing that unless you do want to mess about in here with your population. You couldn't do this on the Xbox One when I first played on the Xbox One. You couldn't actually do this on the Xbox One. You couldn't come in here. All it would do is this. That's all you would see. And you couldn't click on it and nothing would happen. So unless that's changed on the Xbox One, that's that. Now, armies we don't need to worry about. Holdings, I'll have a little go with that later. It's something I never really use, to be honest. That's every now and then I do like, but it's like, is it worth it? Like, you know what I mean? Like so. With that being said, right about now, before I press play, and before any of you at home have pressed play, You want to make sure that you've done your policy and your edicts, your science and your construction ships. Maybe change your ships in the military, take stuff off them so you can get yourself whatever minerals you want. You want to make sure that these stay at plus at all times. I don't need to worry about consumer goods, but obviously if you're playing as a different race, then you will need to worry about that. And let's get to it then. So, straight off, let's go. I shall increase the speed by 1. That's how I play the game, on that speed, all the way through it, and I pause it a lot. As you can see, a new Astral Action is available. This is with the Astral Rifts DLC, so don't worry about this if you're not got Astral Rifts. You'll see that yourself here now, so if you do want to get it, it's totally up to you if you do want to get it. So, now we've got our traditions. So, adaptability, aptitude, diplomacy, blah blah blah, you know them all. I always go expansion first because you get a cost of starbase being built reduction. There, starbase influence cost minus 10%. So it'll take it from 75, is it, to 62. I'm sure that's it. Let me just check. Gonna be construction ship. It's that one. Let me just oh yeah, I need to wait for it to survey. You could have told me, couldn't it? But never mind. It takes it from 75 to 62. I'm pretty certain it is. So first one I'm going to do, because it is the most important, I think personally, is expansion. We are going to adopt that, and when we get our first thing, we are going to do that one right there. Starbase influence costs 10% less. So spacebar again, and we'll go on a little bit more. So in this minute we're staying here. You can fast forward it a little bit if you want. I do not recommend going faster than the speed unless you really know what you're doing. So I won't do that at any point during this playthrough, so you guys can see for yourself roughly how you can manage it at this speed. But other than that, then it's a little bit hard. So tradition again, first one, starbase cost. Yep, starbase cost down. Now we're just waiting on that. The construction ship can make its way over here, because otherwise it'll have to move over here anyway. So that's going to be the system that we claim. Now, another tradition. Let's have a quick look. New colonies start with additional 1 pop. Starbase upkeep minus 20. Empire size from systems and planets minus 25 minus 25. I'll take that one because you never know. I might be lucky and I might get another influence. You never know, because your Empire Sprawl has gone down. So it costs even less. So even knowing I had the Empire Sprawl, plus because of the damage that I was doing on the one thing, now it's like minus 20. Now it's 20% that I've got extra off with the 50% off the planet. So as soon as science comes, you've got till the 2nd of the month. So on the 1st, it will like pause, lag a little bit, and then when you click on it, it'll like go over. So new research. Oh, click on that. Now what to get next? Now, colony development speed is the one you want to go for, because the faster you can develop your colony, the faster the planet will be able to have people on it. The faster that you get your pops, the more pops that you get, the more things that you can build, the more things you can build, the more resources you get, blah 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 blah, so on. So that's what we're going to do first. I'm going to leave that open for now because I've only got 4 months, and now it does say I've got another thing up there in my unit, in my traditions, but I'm not going to do that just yet, just because I'm going to wait 4 months for this. Oh, I didn't unpause it. So while I'm waiting for this a little minute, I'll have a quick slurp of my tea.
Council agenda ready.
Right, I will pause it here because of the council agenda. When this comes up, you might not be able to do this. You might be able to do this. It depends. Click that. Click that. See what you want. So we have leader maximum negative traits -2. No point. We have no negative traits. Negative traits are the ones that are in red, so we don't need to worry about that. Finding the voice, monthly unity. Not bad, especially early stage of the game. The faster you can get as many researches done before you spread out dead fast, the more and easier it is for you, because your tradition cost goes up with the size of your Empire Sprawl. So let's go for colony development speed, because really I never really struggled with Unity, and the colony is the one that you want to actually use it with, because with the colony obviously it makes it better for yourself, and the main thing you want to do is make it so that if you do get attacked, you are able to like defend yourself at least, because say you get 20 out, like 15 hours into the game and then you get attacked and you're dead, and it's like, oh my god, all because I didn't build ships. So do bear that in mind. So as you can see, we've literally gone forward half a year and we've already got quite a bit on our science going pretty fast already. We're going to go for the additional 1 pops on the colony, because as soon as I find a planet that is suitable, we will be colonizing it. We're going to colonize as many planets as we can, and when we get terraforming gases, we're going to terraform planets that are barren worlds. So let's continue. So pretty much at the early game stage of the game, what you got to remember to yourself is, the less that you spread out, the easier and the quicker it is for you to get your traditions. So is it society? Yeah, it is, yeah. So as you can see, it's 203 with 3 months left. So I've got 203, it's 3 months left. The next one is 512. But if you come here and look here, is it this one? Let me just have a quick, let's go closer a minute. Yeah, that's it. So your empire size. So as you can see there at the bottom, it doesn't say, it says while empire size is at or below 100, no other costs are being modified. Empire size has a minimum value of 50. So as soon as that goes to 100, I will get a percentage added on to my science and my traditions. So with you going out, spreading out dead far, taking that number up dead high, your tradition costs go up, you need more units, and it takes you longer to get your traditions, and the sooner you get your traditions, the sooner you can build like better shit, and you go out and spread out and stuff. So like I say, the beginning and the end, the start of the game is so good. Now we've got pop growth speed plus 10, we've got colony building speed being done right there. We're not doing too bad, not doing too bad. A great amount of unity. Another top one there, grab that straight away. Anything that does anything like that. So planetary build speed up, I'm going to grab that one for now. We don't really need to worry about being attacked, because of the simple fact that it's not really on that high a difficulty. But come about 2210, you want to have at least a navy of say about 10 corvettes would be alright. Blue lasers is like the ones you want to go for. They were all paid, them and missiles. I'm not too sure if that is still the meta on the game, because like I say, it's like 8 months since I did play it. But as you can see, we've got one system. I'm not spreading out, I'm not doing it, going forward, and we'll soon have our first tradition done pretty fast, like really fast. So just go Railing Life. I'm not going to read them. I've read them all loads of times. Well, I've not read them all loads of times. I've read them about 4 times each, and then I stopped reading them because I know what to say. So we've contacted simple forms of life. So that's most likely a Leviathan, like them teriyaki things in space. Oh, we actually reached someone. So like I said in my other video, right, I put it on random, not clusters, so they're not supposed to start for me. I put one other alien alien race in there. We've got all this galaxy and we've found them already. Now that's what I call hashtag what a piss take. So that's the problem that you have when you do it with, let's say, 10 races. You do it with 10 different races and you'll have like 5 systems. So what's up? Have they not got enough room in this 400 system with 2 spiral arbs? Jesus Christ. Oh, that's new. I've not had this before. A little bit of an off branch here of the galaxy. That's not the separate bit where the liquid metal is that I said in my previous video. That is not the liquid metal part. You can actually get inside this the supermassive black hole in the middle of the galaxy as well now. I did see that in the game yesterday, but it's not there at the minute. So we shall greet the Xeno with open arms. That means that you'll be friendly with him, obviously. It's wise to be cautious, which is, we're not really asked either way. And then we must, well, what's that say, sorry? I'm a bit far away from my monitor. We must ward off all those who would threaten us. So I'm just going to do that just to see if I can invoke somebody to attack me. So because I'm like trying to do it as though you were doing it at home. So let's just do that. So if I come across another alien race, it's like I'm not going to actually say it. It's shoot first, ask questions later. I was going to say something there, but I messed that. I'll be cancelled. So yeah, nothing's looking good here. That is a 22 planet with a 60% habitability. So there's a 22 planet for me when I get terraforming gases and I can do it. And we've got ourselves an archaeological dig site. Now you will not get this unless you've got the distant stars. I'm pretty certain it's distant stars pack. We've got ourselves another tradition there. The science is coming in. That's an archaeological site discovered. Just click over here. Click on it, dude. We've only got one scientist, so we're not going to use it.
Conceived.
What we're going to do is we're going to pause it. We are going to build ships. Oh, wait a minute. Shipyard. Ships at the bottom in the shipyard. And because I've got the alloys now, I'm at 554. We shall get ourselves 1, 2, 3, 1. And that's all you need for now. That means that I can spread science ship up here, exploring, surveying, science ship down here, exploring, surveying, science ship down here, exploring, surveying. That's all that you can spread them out. And like I said, try and keep the stuff together. We've now almost done an expansion. And we are 2202. So that's all because the Emperor Sprawl is not over 100. As soon as it hits 100, you get penalties. And this will cost a hell of a lot more. So bear that in mind if you are struggling a little bit. We're going to go pop growth speed. Now we've got the best start for any planet because we have the new colony starts with additional pop. More jobs, obviously. And then we have the pop growth speed of +10, which means that we can get ourselves even more. So fantastic. So we'll do that, keep that like that. And oh look, I can do it again. See what I mean? So as long as you don't do your Emperor Sprawl, you can get another one in a month. So what will you do is the first one you want to be doing is the extra technology. So is it technological ascendancy? More rare technologies become available. You definitely want to pick that up first. In my experience, I've got thousands of hours on this game. Definitely want to pick up technologically ascendancy first. I always pick that up first, every time. And I'm just going to stay. Oh no, I'm not, because I've done the technology as well. So now we've got ourselves a nice dose of more unit air, +5%, and we've got ourselves a nice little bit coming in because we don't need loads, because our Emperor Sprawl is not that big, so we don't need to get loads of unit air to get all of our stuff. New research, what to do next? Edict Fund. The Edict Fund, I'll show you what that is. So the Edict Fund there is when you go to government, right, and you go to policies and edicts, this is your Edict Fund. So as you can see, when I started, there was only one fortified border. Now we've got learning campaigns, so the leader experience gains +10, but it will use some of my food. As you are a hive mind, food is used quite a hell of a lot, so I'm not going to be doing that. I don't need to. We're going to get things that are going to allow it where the learning campaign. We don't really need to worry about the leader getting experience +10% because the leader already gets experience +25%, is it? Oh no, it's 2.5%. No, it was 25%. 25% experience on the leader node, which is this here. So as you can see, research speed +2% on that one alone. Deviancy -3. This growth node is organic pop assembly speed +3. Mechanical pop assembly speed +3. And then you got your monthly influence of 0.10, which is giving me a healthy 4.34 because I get the one with being a hive mind. And then it's pretty much easy. And because you've got yourself as a hive mind or machine intelligence, doobie-doobie-doo, we don't have to piss about with scientists. So it's how you play it yourself and take your time to set your game up before you even play your game is the way that the game goes. Now, when I say you can play it different ways in different games and different styles and different types, like you can play it as like Star Wars. Like I played it as the Flood out of Halo the other day. It's fantastic, it's fantastic. I played it as a Terminator out of Terminator. I just took all over the galaxy. I played it as Star Trek with the Federation and stuff. It's just fantastic. So with how you set your game up is so important about how you play your game. But the most important thing that I can't stress enough is take your time at the very beginning, the first 10 years. Research the certain stuff that will make your development your colony development go quicker, your population growth speed go quicker, and try and get as much experience quicker as well. If research comes up like mine did straight away on the first one, you want to grab that like so much, because with it being the hive mind, that's research 5% on every single one of these sciences. So it's like a little bit broken. It's like how habitats were. When, I can't remember the DLC which it was with, but when habitats came out, they were well broke. You could build like planets outside your planet. It was fantastic. So it was well broke, but depending on how you go about the game that you want to play it. So I would probably, if I was you here, I would probably go for food. If you're playing like me here now, I would definitely go food, because you will see, going through the game, I will have a little bit of this dipping down, because the most important is power, minerals, alloys. Well, for me anyway, it's power, minerals, consumer goods, food, alloys, if you're playing as another race. But really for me, it's a hive mind or machine mind. It's power, minerals, alloys for your ships. Now, food is important, but that'll get so high that when it does go down in the minus, you can quickly sort it out. So right now, let's see we go for. I'm going to go food here, because it's something that I'm going to struggle with later on because of the race that I am and the origin that I am. Traditions, again, we've done a whole tradition. It is 2202-610. So, backwards how it is in England. It's the 10th of the 6th, 2022. And we've got a whole expansion done, and we're going to go on to the next one. Now, here's the choice of what you want to go with. So, you can't choose these bottom ones, because you need to do, well, you can do, where's the void one? Oh yeah, I can't be void because of my hive mind. So, there's another one there, void born, but I can't be that because of my hive mind. So, when I do this later on, I will be doing cybernetics. Void is like, I don't know if it's still broke, but void is the best one to choose. I think cybernetics is the one that makes you immortal. It's been a while since I've done it with them too. Genetics. But we'll have a look at that when we get to it later. So, now the choice is, what should we choose that's going to make us go? Depending on how we are. Now, discovery is good, but it's not really worth it overall. I did use this at first, but overall it's not really worth it. Diplomacy, if you're not going to be doing federations, the Senate and shit, you don't need to bother with that. Aptitude, I don't really bother with this because I don't really have trouble with my bases, my civilians and all that stuff. Because like I said, I played this with no DLC when it first came out, and it was like well harder compared to what it is now. Adaptability is habitability on your planets. We don't really need to worry about this one because you get terraforming gases, and you can make any planet your own. So if like I'm a frozen, like I like the snow like these do, so ice. So I can't go to a tropic world with it'll have like 20% habitability. So this doesn't matter. You don't need to do adaptability, because adaptability is redundant when you get terraforming gases. And the way that we're burning through shit, we're going to get terraforming gases by 2230. So come 2230, we will be making our own planets. So you don't need to go out more. But your empire sprawl does depend on everything. So as you see, your districts, your systems, your courier network, your colony, your divided attention, is that? Yeah, divided attention, courier networks. They're all little pluses and minuses that you all get. But as you see, over 100. So as long as you can keep this under 100, you're going to fly through these traditions. And you're going to fly through your researches as well. Not loads on the researches, but definitely the traditions. So till you've got 4, then you really want to be like breaking out. And you only want to break out up until the mid-game. As soon as mid-game starts, you don't want to be building out no more. Only colonize the planets that you've got in queue of terraforming, because obviously you've terraformed them and use like between 5 and 20,000 power depending on what planet it is. It's totally on how much habitability. So if it's 85%, it'll only cost you 5,000 power to terraform it, and it'll take like a year. As where if you use one that's like 0 and it's a barren world, it's probably it'll cost you 20,000 power, and it will take like 10 years to do. So bear that in mind as well. But there's 3 phases to the game. There's start game, mid game, end game. Start game is spread out, mid game is build up, end game is kick ass. So you'll see what I mean when we get to that stage. So what to go for here, what to go for. I would probably do, if I was you lot and you're not bothering with diplomacy, politics, I would do prosperity. Now the thing with prosperity is, you can see I get the drone output, build it up, keep less, drone output more. That will give me more resources for less use. So my drones are going to require less. I'm going to get more minerals and resources. I'm going to be able to build more stuff. And it's all because I'm not spread out yet, building planets and building stuff. So the longer that we can leave it at this stage and get ourselves up to 4 of them traditions, then we're alright. So there you see, I've got leveled up. So my growth node and my cognitive mode are both leveled up. See how easy it is? And then like another thing is, Research speed plus 3%. Spark of genius. Can this game get any better? Spark of genius? Fantastic. So we just made our research speed even more. So we're going to research stuff even quicker. And council agenda speed plus 5. Ship build speed, ship build cost. Definitely. Definitely. Now our ships cost less. They build quicker. They don't use as much power. It just gets better and better the more that you build and the more that you save. Like I said, it's all about the first. You can't go faster than 2 speed. Like, if you're doing it on this speed, you're going to be pressing the spacebar a hell of a lot. And you're basically going to be chasing the spacebar. Because when you, like, say, technology, I'm pressing the spacebar there. As soon as this said technology complete, it would have gone to another month. And you would have missed a month of technology by the time it says technology complete. So, as you see, I'm on the 7th, not the 1st. So as long as you change your science for the 1st, you'll be able to get it for the next month. But because it was on 2, not 1, I was not able, and I've missed a month. So don't be putting it on fast speed. That's another good tip. And now we are getting to the things where we are looking at stuff that we want to do for our ships. So right now I'm going to go fusion reactor because I'm going to need that for the power for my ships in case we do get attacked by someone who thinks that he's clever. So let's just go. So as you can see, I've turned it straight back down to just 1+ speed. You don't want to be doing, like, I can't stress enough about not putting it on 2+ speed. If you're going quick and fast and you can get it, as soon as you hear that techno, you need to stop it. You need to pause it. Techno. Because if it says technology complete, then you've missed another month. So what we got now? More stuff. This is for the hive mind. So the guy who's in control of the nodes is now going to get leveled up. So council agenda speed plus 5%. Or ship upkeep minus 5%. Army upkeep minus 10%. So what's better than having it once on one node? Having it twice on 2. So we'll go over to our government. We'll check out our government. We've got another node there that we can put on. We have Spark of Genius research speed, Council Agenda research speed up, ship build cost and down, ship upkeep and army upkeep even more. And we've got another 2 there, see? So we've upgraded the hive mind. So 1 councillor or 1 scientist. But because it's a hive mind, we've upgraded these as well. So we've upgraded the 1 guy 4 times. Well, 5 times, sorry. So ship upkeep and army upkeep. Do we need to do that again? And council agenda speed plus 5%. So yeah, we'll do it again. Because council agenda speed is how long it takes for this to get done. And really, the amount of DLC I got, I don't really need to worry about this. Because this is nothing really. Later on, you'll see what I mean by this. There'll be loads. There'll be like 10 on each one. So yeah. Pop growth speed and pop food from jobs. So that one there is a must. Because I played it so many times and I know the way that it works with the hive. I do need the food. Otherwise I'm going to have to start eating people in my space. So quick check. Make sure everything is done. We've got 3 here on our ships. Now what I've not been doing, which I totally forgot about, is the ships because I'm talking to you guys. So as you can see, the science ship. What's this science ship doing? Is it surveyed? Yeah, it's surveyed the system. Right, okay, my fault there. Make sure you do this as well. Because I've been chatting to you guys and like trying to tell you as much as I can to make it easy for you guys. I've actually forgot about doing this. So go to your science ships that I've just built. You need to click on here and you need to build a scientist. Don't go for one that's high in age. Because these 18-year-old creatures are going to be here come 2375. So don't get one that's like 50, because then you'll have to get another one come 2350 or 40, and then you've got to level him up. So try and keep this one down as low as you can as well. So I'll recruit him, and then we'll just go to that star system, next one along. Survey it, mate. Next science ship. And these are all young, so... Oh yeah, yeah. These are all young, so we don't need to worry about these. Like I say, you will get technology later on that will allow you to increase the lifespan of your people, so leaders. I've not got enough unit. We need 100. I have 87. So let's just let the month tick over. Now we have... Oh, what? Oh, I'm at the leader capacity. Right, I have to wait a minute. as we'll wait a little bit because I'm currently at the leader capacitor. I've not actually researched there. So, what I'll do for now is just leave that one. We'll get our other construction ship. We are going to be making our way over to this here because there's a planet there. So there's only a tropical world. Do you know what? I'm going to go over here because of the black hole. Because it gives us dark matter. And we do need dark matter later on. So, we'll keep going. An abandoned gateway. Excellent. Is that an L gate? No, it's just a gateway. It's not an L gate. Bit of a shame there. It would have been nice if it was an L gate, but I don't think it's going to give me everything on the silver platter that it's already gave me. So, slowly going on a bit here.
Technology conceived.
New research. Pause that before it clicks over to the next month. So, we don't really have much here. We'll go for the mining station output because more minerals. Why not? More minerals means we can build stuff that converts minerals to alloys, and alloys is what you need to build ships. Later on, this will be at like 800 to 1,000 a month coming in.
Conceived.
This will be about 5,000. This will be about 3,000. This will be about 1,000. That'll be on 0 still. So, strange resource discovered. Rare crystals. Everybody can get that. And quick look. Not much to do there. We shall take the farming substances because when I do start building planets, I will be aligning and making them so that say when I do take on a planet later on, I'll be auto designating it. So research that. Some of them say dead long, take ages. Upgrade your dude. This guy's a scientist, so it's gotta be anomaly discovery chance. That just means when you're scanning around the planets and stuff, like I say, anomaly detected. If you've got is it distant stars? I keep saying distant stars. Yeah, it's either distant stars or the other one, and you get loads of like extra events and stuff that pop up, and that is part of that. So that's why I do that. We've got a science ship that's not doing much, so that didn't take too long to survey that system. And the anomaly's being done. Can I not do that Astral Rift yet? Let me just check. Oh, I have to research Rift technology. The First League. Everybody knows what the First League is. The precursors. So you have to find 7 of it. I think 7 places. And then hopefully you'll find Fen Habanis. I think it's Fen Habanis, that one. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty certain it is Fen Habanis. There's actually an achievement for Fen Habanis where if you're the ones where you can have a ranger station and you build ranger station on Fen Habanis and keep the original blockers on there, so don't clear the blockers. So pause it, science. Every time you see science pop up there, pause it every time. Because you can be in here and it can flip over. So I'm going to be doing stuff now which is going to increase my science resource output, power output, mineral output, just so that it's able and possible for you to just stay a little bit more. You ideally want to get these to as high as possible, as quick as possible, but you don't want to overbuild, obviously. So we'll continue. So these are obviously whatever you want to choose, so I'll just click intriguing. I'm not going to be messing about with that lot. If you are doing this at home and playing along at home and you do get that, then just read them and go through them. Some of them are really good, like some of them are good. So just a quick check, make sure everything is alright, everything's going okay. We've done that. I'm not spreading out just yet because we're still on 50. So let's leave it like that for now. As soon as you bump into a alien species, so another civilization on the map, another galaxy, then you do want to be thinking about building ships, because with the ships, they obviously you're the defense. If you got no defense, they'll just bombard your planet, and with them bombarding your planet, they destroy all the stuff on the planet and kill your pops, and you don't want that to happen. So it's always better to have at least some ships. Anyway, so we're still slowly going forward here. We're not doing too bad. We've got another tradition, and then building upkeep, district upkeep. Building and districts have their building costs reduced by 10% and build speed increased by 25%. So we'll grab that. Now these are for when I do build the stuff on my planets as well, because I do build in bulk. And we've got our first terraforming candidate.
Conceived.
Not too sure where. It must be that one there. Or is it like, no, it must be that one there or that one there. Nope, there's an Arctic world. So that will be the Arctic world that we will be going to. But it's 25 as well. That's a massive, amazing Arctic world, that. Like 26. 25, sorry. And it's the first planet I find. That's really good. If you come across a planet, that's like I don't really do planets that are less than 16. 15, very rarely. If I can't find any planets that I've got, when I'm on about 15, 16 and that lot, I'm on about how many of these you can build. So as you can see there, when I put the cursor over the planet, it says Arctic world, the little world in between two arrows, 25. That's 25 things I can build on that planet. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. I should have clicked on the little thing at the side of it. That's 25 things that I can build within the city. Oh my days. They always change stuff on this. So that's 25 things that I can build on here. So you don't really want to be doing ones that are less than 15, say. It might not matter that much now as what it did originally, but you don't want to be doing ones that are less than 15. And then, like I say, later on, you'll be terraforming barren worlds anyway, so you'll have any planets you want in any area of your space. But at the minute, we're just going to try and get as many of the traditions as we can, as quickly as we can, before we bump into someone who's not that friendly. So we are going to go for a bit of the upgrading of our ships now. We've just gone into the 5th year. It's what I usually do. I usually start researching some technology for my ships if it comes across it. So we're going to grab that. We've got 4 months wait. We'll quickly go through it. Is this archaeological dig need something done on it? No, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does. It needs a person in it. Something to keep in mind for their future. Now, if I was to start doing this, I'm not going to be able to use one of my scientists to explore. So I'm going to leave that for now because it's not going to go nowhere. So I will leave that archaeological dig site just for now because I'm not able to get as many people. So we're still at 50, not doing too bad because we're not gone nowhere. And another technology being done. Now the problem is the more tech you get, the more it's going to cost. So try and keep the numbers low. There's one for like 4,000 here now. Don't take it because it'll take you like 5-6 years to do it. So you do want to get the ones that are low, but also bear in mind the ones that you get. Now blue laser is what I'm going for because blue laser is pretty OP. Well, it was. Obviously, I don't know if it still is, but I did use it in the previous one when I was doing little tests, and I actually killed the interdimensional things in 4 months of them appearing. So I do recommend the lasers. Also, I have missiles and stuff as well, so don't just go lasers. I'll do that when I show you when I build ships. The shipbuilding part will be in the next video. Like I'm not gonna go into building ships and that way. It'll take me like 40 minutes to explain each, because I build like artillery ships, broadside ships, picket line ships, carrier ships, hangar ships, and then you get the X ships. So I have like 4 different types of destroyers, 4 different types of cruisers, 4 different types of battleships. So, but we'll explore that a little bit more later on in another video. So we are going forward. Nothing's really done. That is the anomaly which we are researching. We can't do the astral rift yet because we don't have that, and I'm not going to be doing that because of that. Now if you have any of them and they're really pissing you off, just right click on them to get rid of them. Bye bye. Bye bye. I'll see you a lot later. Extreme Storms. So we're just waiting now and playing. So we'll just get it to the technology. Get ourselves another tech. And then let's go hydroponics farm because really if you're playing as humans you probably do want to have hydroponics farm before now. I obviously don't need it that much because when I play it I constantly monitor these. Like I am always looking at these. You might not see me do this with the mouse, but every time I build something, I will always look up at that. So here, if I build one of these in here, so as you can see, I've got no available jobs. So now is the time for me to build something here. Power's not too bad. Minerals is not too bad. Get off that. So if I build one of these, it will use minerals and turn them into alloys, but it will take 12 minerals. But because we're going to be doing a lot of building, you ideally want to build a mining district. Now, yesterday, Sunday when I was playing it, what I used to do was, later on in the game, when you have the planets and you can change the type of it, it will give you, like, the auto designation, it will give you, like, refinery world and all that, like I said. So I make a refinery world, make them all refinery, I take off stuff and put it on other worlds, and it proper broke all my stuff up here. So it took me like 40 years to sort it all out in game. So do bear that in mind when you are doing it. And we'll just keep going on. Not much to do, just waiting a little bit, doing the science. We got another level up there on the guy, so ship fire rate is the one. Yep, ship fire rate. The more times we can fire than they can is always good. Always good. So we do have some stuff here that we can now build again here with our construction ship. I'm not too sure why it's not built them. I did tell it to do them, so I'm not too sure about that. And this one here will move over to there and get that being done. And we do have our first planet. So it says 80%. We will get that a fair bit higher when we do get over to it later. And in our ships we've got one. So it's obviously the construction ship and the science ship that are not doing nothing. The science ship needs a scientist and we can't do it because we are fully still full. Yeah, capacity. If I do hire them, which you can do, it will increase your unity cost on them. So don't bother doing that with the unity cost. Like, really don't bother doing that. As you can see, we're still on 5th deck. We're still doing alright. Our rare resources, we've got none coming in yet. Oh, we've actually got 3 astral threads coming in because I do have the astral tear.
We have surveyed the system.
Grab our science ship, that's just surveyed that system. Now you can queue all these up. You can do right click holding shift and survey system and then survey system and survey system. But if that happens and you come across a... Oh no, they changed it. I think they fixed it. It used to be where if it came up you found an anomaly, it will forget all your stuff that you put queued up. I think they actually fixed that. So I don't do it because it used to not work, so you know, habit. So unity from jobs or leader experience gained. I'm going to go leader experience gained because the unity from jobs is nothing that I can certainly worry about. I'm only going to start going out and spreading out in a minute. Now the thing that we are going to do here now, because we do have that planet, is we are going to go over and press to it because you do want to colonize the planets. Where now that I'm coming up to 2207 and I've not got myself a planet, you do ideally want to have one and trying to keep this number as low as possible. New research. Survey speed plus 25%. We'll grab that. We've got 2 months wait on this, so we'll just stay with this open.
Technology.
And that's the corvette's done. So we have carriers, basic strike craft, planetary defense hangars, hangar bay. Here's a good one. Do we get it right now? Nope. We're going to go minerals. The reason why I'm going minerals is so that we can get ourselves more minerals, obviously. So we've got this activate, which is modifier added for 5 years. Monthly physics research plus 10%. So why not, eh? It's more stuff, but you get for giving Paradox your hard-earned cash. And traditions available. So building upkeep. Hides districts provide 1 additional housing. Ring World Hive segments provide 5. So we don't need that just yet. We don't need the housing because we can just build them. We have the stuff. It's not like I built anything on here yet. We've got 2 housing available with 1 job available. So what we shall do is, because we're getting our minerals up there now, is we shall build another mineral, build that, and build that. Now it will give me more jobs than I've got, but spawning pools. Spawning drones turn food for minerals into amenities and monthly organic pop assembly. So why not build another one? Because you can't, that's why. For you asking, you can't. It's like when you're playing it as the humans, you get the gene clinic. As soon as you see the option to research gene clinic, you want to get it. If you're playing as a human, you want to have Autocraton Monument, which gives you unity. Gene Clinic, which gives you increased pots build speed. And is it the holdings? Which one is it? It's this here. What does it tell you? It used to tell you. Can't remember where it is, but it used to tell you how many pops you was getting a month. There is it. This is it. Yeah, this is it. Here. So assembling 2.1 per month, which is loads. That's 2 pops. 2.1 towards that bar, which gives you another pop. So if that number's high, this goes up quicker, which gives you another pop because it's assembly and growing as well. So as you can see, you've got these here, but it's not doing nothing. So not very good. But this is where it is. You also have it where later on we can build robot assembly plants. So you will have robot assembly plants, which is what the assembling is there for me, because obviously I'm assembling because I'm a hive. But you won't have that assembling just yet. You will have this one going up, and it will be your whatever your race is, if you're not a hive mind or a machine, obviously. But because I'm a hive mind, mine are being assembled inside the spawning pools. So as long as that keeps going up, this keeps going down, that keeps going up, they keep going down. You build more hive districts, you build more shit to build, and then you can get more minerals and stuff. So as long as you do that, you're not doing too bad. And then we just keep going on, because at the end of the day, you're trying to get as much done as possible before others. But because there is planets here now, I do need to go out and spread to them. 12, not going to go and get. And a 15. Oh, that is a very minimum planet. And I'm only going to take that when I get over there. In the meantime, I'm going to go bish, bash, colonize it, bosh. So, ships. Now, bear in mind that as soon as you go out, you are going to increase your empire's size. So, do bear that in mind. But we've got quite a really good start here going on. We've not got much to worry about. We've got increase in research speed. We've got increase in experience and stuff like that. We're going to get the archaeological dig build speed up. We've got ourselves another terraforming candidate. Really? Every world is a terraforming candidate. Don't worry about that. Every single world is a terraforming candidate, because you get terraforming gases later on, and you can terraform any planet you want. So don't worry about that. There is enough planets in your space, and you only need about 20. Don't do more than say 25 planets. Like, you don't really need that, because you're gonna have to do sectors, which I can't really show you at the minute. And you do want to do sectors. I'll explain that later when we get to it in another video. That's a few episodes off that, like, so we won't need to worry about that just yet. We grab our science ship, which is doing nothing, come over here and just start exploring some more. Unpause the game. You will be doing a lot of pausing in the game, and you just want to take your time. Don't try and rush it. Just take your time.
Technology conceived.
More stuff to make the game go quicker for you and better. So we got habitability. Do we really want to get that? Not really. We want to get this here. Official capacity +1. Official on the officials. The commander capacity of +1. And the scientist capacity of +1. Or it is 2207. And we've got right here the very beginning of terraforming. So we are 7 years into the game, and we already have terraforming sculpting right here. Now this is tempting to get. I would get this, but the problem is this has come up, and I need the scientist, so I do need to get that first. Like, it's a bit of a shame. I would have gone for terraforming straight away, because that means that with terraforming sculpturing, some of these planets you can terraform. So like, I won't do that. That is going to allow me to land on that. It's an Arctic world. I can see straight away. The species is an Arctic species. So I could terraform this tropical world. So you click on it, and you click terraform. See? Terrestrial sculpting to terraform planets. That's all we needed. And we could have terraformed this world into whatever we wanted. And it's a 30%, so it probably costs about 10,000 energy for that. So let's continue on then. Bit of a shame there, but we can't have all our cake. We can't have the cake and the cherry. You know, the cake on the cherry. We can't have the cake on the cherry. I know it's cherry on the cake. I'm just having a bit of a jive. So anomaly discovery chance or archaeological excavation speed plus 10. Why not? Oh, that's yeah, why not? Why not? We don't really need to worry about the like the anomalies and stuff, because I've done them loads of times. There's one or two which is good, which I will read through it if it does come up. And let's go with I don't
Our
need
construction is complete.
Sweet. So I see that there's 720. That means it's going to take 720 days. Do you want to do it? Yeah, why not? Maybe we'll get it out of the way. If it says something like 5,000, leave it. I don't do it till later on, because once your scientists level up, you'll be able to go back there and get it done in like 4 or 5 months. Unless it says it is a timed event. If you get a little clock up here, first thing you want to do is come over here, click situation log, click on situation log, and see what it says. Any timed events you want to do straight away. You don't want to be doing any timed events, leaving them, and then losing out on whatever it is. Especially if you're like destroying ships and stuff, it'll come up like debris that you can go and scan with your science vessel. Go and do it. So we do need to wait a little bit more before we can put a scientist inside that science ship. And I will move that science ship to there. Just so that I can stick me down the starbase. So as you can see, we've built one. It's not clicked over yet. So there's a month, and we're still on 50. But we're going to move this one here to do that starbase outpost. And then that one that was going there, we're going to tell him to come here and just build the mining districts like so. So we'll just keep doing that, building that like that. That'll go over here and do that. We'll get ourselves some little goodies from that. And fingers crossed, we might not go over 100 because we've only got 3 systems. That's that, that's 12 on 8. Now, if we don't want to be doing it individual planet-wise like I do, it is system-wise like I do with my scientists, it's up to you. Whatever it makes it easy for yourself. But I do it like that so I know where I'm at with each system and where I am. So when I click on it, if there's like an exclamation point here in orange, then I can go back instead of doing like 10 systems, and then it's like, Jesus, there's all that all there, I missed out. So it just gives you a little bit more of control of what you're doing. But you can't leave them and just let them go and do what you want. Well, you can't leave them and go do what you want. You can like queue up like with your shift key. Shift key, right click them all, you'll be alright. You can queue up as many as you want. So the science ship, we've not got the science research yet for me to put a scientist on him. And we've discovered volatile motes, which is not too bad. We've only got to find the exotic gas now. And survey speed plus 25%. So now we can get ourselves some more. And there's research alternatives plus 1. We are going for that so that we can get ourselves a little bit more. So as you can see, these are going to take a while now because we are getting up into the thousands. So we are going to start having to think about doing some science. So we'll got a long way to go before we can put another dude in our other science vessel. So we'll have a quick look over here. I'm doing bad. 3 jobs, 3 houses, 120. Not too long. Quickly do that. Excuse me. And we've got technology, which is the mineral one. More minerals. And let's do. Let's do. We're gonna have to go. Oh no! Wait a minute. Wrong one. We're going to go army damage and menial drone output. As you can see, our Emperor Sprawl has gone up by 1. Now it's on 2. And let's see what happens when we click on this bad boy. Colonize. Click on your thing. Okie dokie. Let's go. Pig in a pokey. So that's that done. Click back over here. Click back on that. The construction ship. And just build all the mining stations. Research stations done, and we wait, just wait a little bit longer. So as you can see, I can see that my military fleet's upgraded. Now I'm not going to be doing that just yet because I've not actually built anything just yet. So a massive crater on asteroid appears to be the result of a collision of a starship. Is that the one that smashes into it? Yeah, 10,000 years ago. Yeah, it actually comes out of a line, one of these lines, and smashes into the planet at full speed. Remarkable. Get ourselves some physics there, so that's nice. Terraforming candidate discovered. In this system here where there is no systems. They did do this one, didn't it? We've got ourselves some motes there, which is lovely jubbly. We'll just let him do that. Terraforming candidate. We've got a few planets. Our Emperor Sprawl's gone up to 54. We're about to colonise stuff. That's because we are starting to spread out stuff and we are building stuff as well. So that will keep going up with each one of the things that we build in different systems as well. So we do want to be mindful of the fact that if you are like close to a alien race, right, and you are getting, if there was an alien race right here, another alien race, right, I would not be doing this like this. I would be definitely building a few ships to defend my space, because right now you are mega vulnerable. It would only take what, 10 corvettes and you get levered and your whole system's gone, your game over. So do bear that in mind. So don't think that they won't come and get you. So I will start being a little bit safe here, and I'm going to go and build myself some.
Our situation log is updated.
Just a few ships. We're going to mess them up for now. There's nothing really major to worry about. So let's go over to our ships. Click on. Oh, wrong one. Pause that. Always pause when you're technology conceived. Get our army done. Synthetic crystal plants. Yeah, we're going to get the synthetic crystal plants. We've only got a month on the research, so we'll wait for that. We'll wait for that.
Technology conceived.
We'll go physics research because it's 500 and I don't be waiting ages for the science. So that being done, we got the ship port actually building a colony ship. Or is it on its way? It's on its way. It's that one there with the little flag. And we got ourselves a colony ship going over to our new home world. Well, it's not our home world, but it'll be our new world. And it's a 25. It's 80% right now, but when we get all the extra bonus stuff, it goes up to 100 anyway. Only because it says 80% when you go and claim it. It doesn't mean it stays at 80% all the way through the game. When you get more habitability, obviously it goes up as well, and your people get grown just a little bit quicker. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to build just a few corvettes. Let's do 5, take it to 8, my lucky number. So we'll have 8 corvettes. Oh, wait a minute. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Go, cancel that. Cancel that. What you want to do is this. You want to do this. You want to go over to your ships. You want to click on your fleet, and you want to go over to Fleet Manager. Then in here, you want to click on Add Ship. We've already got Corvette added, and increase that there to 8. Then when you've done that, you can click on Reinforced Fleet. The ships will automatically be built at all of your ship ports. So we don't need to worry about that. They're being built. They will automatically join this fleet. What these lines mean, what these mean here is, we have got 3 command, because we've got 3 corvettes. It's gone to 4 corvettes is 1, destroyers is 2, cruisers is 3, battleships is 4, Titans is 5, and Juggernauts, I think Juggernauts are like 12, and the Colossus is like 32. Yeah, it's been a while since I built a Juggernaut. I don't really do big Juggernauts. I just got corvettes, destroyers, cruisers, battleships, all different lines, all different setups with stealth and stuff as well. So yeah, it depends what you build and stuff. But you want to upgrade your ships by the Fleet Manager. Click on Fleet Manager and increase it in here. Otherwise, if you went and built 5 there, like I was going to, you'll find out you'll have another fleet of 5 ships because you built them at the same shipyard. If you do that on like different shipyards, you'll have like 20 different fleets, and there is not a combine button. Now there was a merge fleet button here. Not here no more. It's not here no more. They've changed it to convert into mercenary enclave. That did used to be merge fleets, so you could take your fleets, put them together and combine them together, so long as they're the same sort, like. So like, that's not longer there. So now that that's done, it's paused. We're going to quickly go to our ships. We're going to just quickly survey these so we know where we are. We're not researched the science yet for us to do the other science ship, which is a little bit of a shame. But we'll just keep going out, keep spreading out, and keep staying as much as you can. Like I said, the lower this number is, the quicker your traditions will come, and the less you have to pay for your traditions. So you could set it on ×2 speed. I'm not digging about going out right now. Some of you are probably not watching, but watch this video later on. You're probably thinking to yourself, "Why I'm not going out?" And it's because of the Empire Sprawl. So ship build cost up more. We've already got that one, and we've already got that one. So the thing here is, which one do we want to do? Do we want to do ship upkeep -10, army upkeep -15, or ship build speed +10, ship build cost -10? We're gonna go ship build cost -10 because when you start building fleets later on, you are gonna need a hell of a lot of alloys. When you got like a 200 command limit on a ship instead of the 20, which it is currently at, you're gonna use like 40,000 alloys just to build a fleet. And I'm talking like destroyers and cruisers. If you're using just battleships and titans, then you're talking like 80,000 alloys to build a fleet. And you're gonna need about 4 fleets for the endgame crisis on this difficulty to be safe. You can do it with 3, maybe 2, but you definitely need 3 or 4 fleets at max strength of at least 180 command limit. So at the minute it's only a 20 command limit. That means that as soon as you do this and you go on Fleet Manager, it will not allow you to increase it anywhere past 20. So you can't have any more than 20. So I'm not going to do that. It won't build them ships until you do click on Reinforced Fleet, and then it will build them all. And it will take all the minerals you've got. So even if you've not got enough minerals, or alloys, sorry, not minerals. Let's say, for example, you had 20,000 alloys and you wanted to build a fleet and it was 40,000 alloys in total. It will take all your 20,000 alloys and you will have to click back on it again and then click on Reinforced Fleet again when you've got the available alloys to do it. So bear that in mind as well. But with that being said, that's pretty much the way you want to go about reinforcing your fleets and making sure. I've got 8 ships being built corvettes. Not very good at the minute. I'm not actually upgrading them. We'll do that in the next video, which I'll be doing tomorrow. So if you do want to see that, then come along and watch. So here we are with the research speed. Oh well, sorry about that, mate. I've got a message here from Drake. Sorry about that, mate. I didn't see that. What expansions do you recommend? Since it can get pretty expensive if you get all of them. Have you sent the Templin Institute Advertised Confederation playlist? Will you do something like that? Right, so a message there to Draco. What I recommend that you get if you are going to go and buy the DLC, I recommend that you go to CD Keys. Definitely go CD Keys. Buy it from there. And you want to get yourself the Federations. You want that. That Federations is so that you can have yourself a Senate. And you can get... If you get Federations, you can make the game a little bit more difficult for yourself, because you can make it easier for yourself later on, where you're able to like sway votes and stuff in the Senate. If you want to play like Star Wars, Federations is the one. Nemesis is a good one where you can like destroy... I'm pretty certain it's Nemesis. You can destroy planets with planet crackers, but you will have to research Colossus inside the this here. Let me get rid of that a minute. In this here, in the Ascension perks, you will have to use a Ascension perk for your Colossus, so you can build a Colossus. You will be able to build a Colossus shipyard thing, but you won't be able to actually build a Colossus. So I recommend Federations. Definitely Federations. Definitely Nemesis. I can't remember if Utopia is the one that gives you Dyson spheres. So you're able to get a Dyson sphere, a matter decompressor. Matter decompressor gives you 2,000 minerals a month. A Dyson sphere, I think, gives you 6,000 power a month. It might be 4,000 power a month. But I definitely recommend Federations, Nemesis. I'm not too sure about Utopia. But if you are going to go and buy any DLC, start with the DLC that is like Federations, Utopia, Nemesis, Megacore, them ones. I definitely recommend Federations to start with. Then maybe Nemesis, so you can destroy planets and stuff. Synthetic Dawn is like robots and stuff. It's been a long time since I've actually bought the DLCs, but the only one I bought recently was the Astral Rifts on Saturday. And Astral Rifts is good. This is Astral Rifts, I'll show you here now. So Astral Rifts is this. So as you've got your... Sorry, which one is it? It's... I'm going to have to check every one of these. It's... Let me just click here. I'll show you Astral Rifts. Where is it? There it is, Astral Rifts. So Astral Rifts is Relics. Now Relics is the thingy one. Relics is the one where... Relics is the one that you need the archaeological one for, which I think is Distant Stars. I think it's called Distant Stars. I think that's the one that you need for archaeology. And the one that you want for the astral pit, this bit here, you'll need the Astral Rift. Astral Rift ain't too bad. It's alright. But if I was to start off, I would definitely get Federation. Definitely get Nemesis. What else? Let me just check. Let me just do something. Let me go to my Steam just for the message that I got. So on my Stellaris, like I have the DLC. Let me just check the DLC and I'll tell you. So for the person who left me a message, so Utopia. Utopia is the one where you can build yourself a Dyson sphere by the looks of it in the top corner there in that picture. You build yourself a Dyson sphere, orbital rings, habitats and stuff like that. That's Utopia. Then you have Apocalypse. Apocalypse is so that you can destroy planets. So if you want to destroy planets and stuff, Apocalypse is the one for you. That's where you get like world crackers and stuff like that. Then you get Megacore, which is basically like being business and that. Megacore's not really that good. It's alright, but I would get Megacore probably last. Then Federations. The Federations one is the one with the new... You get new origins with it, obviously. And I think Federations is the one where you have like the Senate floor and that. Yeah, it is, isn't it? The Federations is the Senate floor one, so there's the Federations. So let me just check all the DLC and I'll go through it. So the Astral Planes one is just a story pack. Don't bother with story packs. You want to get main DLC. The Galactic Paragons is... The Galactic Paragons, I think, is the one where you have like the council board and stuff. Like, so it would be the government. I think this is the Galactic Paragons DLC. This bit here, where you have like councillors and stuff. Like I say, it's been a long time since I've like done the DLC. But let me just go back to my Steam library so I can go through the DLC. Galactic Paragons. Then you get the First Contact, which is a story pack. Don't bother with that unless you really want to spend the money on that. Overlord is where you get like obviously more origins with it, but it's a full expansion and it grants like access to the next level of your empire, new mechanics to specialize your vassals. So Overlord is vassals. Overlord is more like, if you like Crusader Kings and you have like vassals and stuff in that, that's what Overlord is. Overlord is more like vassals and stuff. Federations is probably the main must. Federations and Nemesis and Utopia. If you had to buy any 3 DLCs for it, Nemesis, Utopia, and Federations is what I would recommend. Don't bother with the species packs, get them last. Apocalypse is alright as well, you can destroy planets with that, so yeah, don't bear that in mind. Megacore is obviously like Megacore, it's like businesses, so I've not actually done a Megacore playthrough with any species yet, so I can't really rate Megacore myself personally. The aquatic species pack, I'm sure that comes with There Be Dragons. New customizational option for your empire. Crash into Stellaris with a treasure trove of new species portrait ships. Yeah, origins and more, yeah. So the Stellaris Aquatics pack gives you the There Be Dragons one origin. I'm pretty certain that is it. The Synthetic Dawn is the robots, which is providing an all new way for players to establish their empire across the stars as an entire civilization of artificial beings. So with that, you can like be immortal gods. You can't die and stuff. That's the machine one, like Synthetic Dawn. I think you need Synthetic Dawn to do as a machine intelligence. I'm not 100% certain on that, but if you can't play with machine intelligence right now with no DLC, then it's definitely Synthetic Dawn for the DLC. Distant Stars is story pack, don't bother with that. Necroid species, don't bother. Ancient Relic, don't bother. Leviathan, don't bother. I mean, do bother, but obviously get the main DLC first. Humanoids, don't bother. Lithoids, don't bother. Plantoids, don't bother. And Infinite Frontiers, Ebook, don't bother doing any of that. So, the ones I recommend for those of you who are watching, let me just go to my chat here. I would definitely recommend Federations, Utopia, then Apocalypse. I could only choose 3. I would get them 3. If I could only choose 3, I would get them 3 DLCs. Federation, Utopia, then Apocalypse. But if you are getting the DLC, which I highly recommend, I can't like not say that, but I would definitely get them 3 first, and then get the other main DLC, and then piss about with the species packs and that lot. I personally would get DLC as in main game changing DLC, and then get the story packs, and then get the species packs. That's how I would go about it, mate. So I hope that has helped you. I did look on my Steam library. Let me just check another thing before I do get back into the game. So I've got that many tabs open. Yeah, I definitely would recommend Federation, then Utopia, because you get the... I'm sure Utopia gives you the Dyson Sphere and the matter decompressor, and the... I can't remember the name of the other one that comes with it. And then I would definitely get Apocalypse, because Apocalypse enables you... It might be Apocalypse or Nemesis. I think Nemesis is where you become a spy, but an Apocalypse is the one where you can build world crackers and destroy planets. So, if I were to choose any 3 DLCs, they're the 3 that I would choose in that order. Federation, Utopia, then Apocalypse. So Federation to help you in the game, Utopia to help you with your minerals at the end of the game, and then Apocalypse just so you can blow everything up. But yeah, they probably are the best. And I'll just leave a little chat there. No probs, mate, anytime. No probs, anytime. Always happy to help here on the channel. If anyone's got any questions on that lot, go down there in the chat. It will probably take me a little while to see the chat, because it's a little bit weird. I've got to work it. Like, this is only like the 6th or 7th live stream I've done on the channel. So I really do appreciate everyone that's come along and like watch. So no probs, mate, anytime. Get that, put that, leave that, and get back straight into the game. So yeah, they're the 3 I would get, and I would work on the main DLCs, and then do the story pack DLCs, and then do the species DLCs. And when you start doing the species, start with Aquatic or Toxoid, either one of them 2 first, because Toxoid gives you the curse of the toxic god origin, and you can do that storyline, and the Aquatics give you the there be dragons, so you can do dragons in your space. And the dragon was so overpowered that it, like, you couldn't be beaten for like the first 30-40 years with it if you had it. So yeah, I definitely would recommend them. Like I say, it's if you know anybody who's got Stellaris, right, you can play it with them if they've got the DLC. It's fantastic. So if, like, as long as you've got the base game, you can play with somebody who's got all the DLC. So it is a really good like that with any Paradox game, really. But with that being said, I don't know how long it took for me to actually reply to your little message there, but I hope that helped. Like I say, I am always happy to help here. So now back in the game, like, we are here. Spark of Genius upgrade or the Council Agenda speed. I'm going to go Spark of Genius again, so that we can just get ourselves just a little bit more research done a little bit more quicker. So, oh, the scavenger. Right, this is actually quite a rare thing. Like, I didn't get this in my last game. So, I'm just going to leave that, because I'm in a bit of a trouble here now. Is that ball? It is, it's the scavenger bot, which means we've got somewhere a thing. Is that the thing? I think. Oh my god. So there's the scavenger bot. Looking all Destiny 2-ish. There's a scavenger bot. We can't really take that out quite yet. We do go over and do him in a bit, like, but not just yet. So in the meantime, there is planets that we've got here that have become available. An Arctic world, 80%. So now I'm going to start pushing out. I do need that. We do need to start making planets. We need to get our pops up. The more planets you got, the more pops get done built quicker. So I'm going to keep my eye on this number. As soon as it's 100, I'm going to start building research little things on my planet. And I am going to keep checking my planet just to make sure there is a jobs available and housing available. And as soon as I've got the mineral, I'll be cheeky and build another housing unit. Keep it out like that. We'll continue on with the game. So we got... Oh, there's a Leviathan as well. We're not doing too bad here. Where's this Leviathan?
Our construction is complete.
It did say it was somewhere. Is that? That's the scavenger bot one. Ah, I closed it before checking. I thought it was in my space. There's my scavenger bots. Let me check. We've got an Astral Scar there. That's the Astral Rift DLC. This just recently come out. It's okay. Basically, it makes it easier for yourself, because obviously you get... Is it government? I keep doing that. Policy and ethics. Where is it? Society, is it? It takes me ages to do that. Find these every time. Every time I click on it, and it's like, oh Jesus, let's check. That's not planet. It's not expansion. It's not fleet. It's not contacts. Discoveries. Discoveries. It used to be up here. I'm sure it did. Discoveries is new. I'm sure Discoveries is new. That didn't used to be there. That Discoveries. It was claims and market. And market was up here. They change it all the bleeding time. Every time I come on this game, it's different. So this is the Astral Rifts DLC. Now, when I did do Astral Rifts, you will see it going on in the video when I do more like later on through the game. But it's basically like you go into the Astral Rift. There's like a little bit of a story, like Inner Space, the movie Inner Space, where that guy gets shrunk down to a tiny little ball and gets put into a body. I actually went through an astral tear and ended up like that in one yesterday. I was like, no way, this is inside a body. And then when I got to like stage 3, I was like, I knew it was. Big red balls around you and jealous walls and that lot, and they're inside a big organism. So it's okay, the astral tear one, but I've had a lot of people say to me that it's actually broke the game, and it did crash for me once. It's never ever crashed ever, and it did crash on Sunday for the first time ever. Like Stellaris has never crashed, and it did crash on Sunday for the first time ever. So I think I've covered all the bases there on the DLC. I'm trying to think of everything else, but yeah, that's basically it. Go for the main DLC, go for the first 3 that I mentioned, then go story packs, then go species packs, and when you get to the species packs, start with toxoids or aquatics. And then go necroids as well, probably after them too. But with that all being said, I think I've said everything on that I can think of. I'm quick brainstorming me. Yeah, I think I've covered every base there on the DLC. But go to CD keys, mate. Go to CD keys. You may not be able to get all of it in one go, but do go to CD keys and get as much of it as you can, because it's a hell of a lot cheaper. Like I say, it'll cost you like 200 quid on Steam probably, as well. It'll probably cost you like 120, 130 for all of it on CD keys. So yeah, do go CD keys. I can't stress that enough. Do go CD keys. The only one I didn't buy on CD keys was Toxoids and Astral Rifts, because Astral Rifts ain't on there when I checked on Saturday, and Toxoids was always sold out. So they're the only 2 I actually bought on Steam. So I think that's everything covered. We'll continue on, and we've got 4 there on our influence. Now, to make our influence go up a little bit more, we can increase our fleet size. So as you see there, my power projection is 0.36 influence at 25%. So if I was to build more ships right now, yeah, right, okay. So we claimed ourselves a new nest. That means that I've actually got my colony ship on there right now. So if we go over to our planet, this bar here, as soon as that bar gets filled, we'll be able to build on it. But in the meantime, if you want to, you can go features and get rid of these if you've got the technology to do that. You can actually go on that and start that now as it's doing it, and then when the planet is done with the colonization part, it will start them in the queue. And we've got a blocker that we can be cleared. So these symbols here, so if you're playing on the console, you won't know what these are. I didn't know what these symbols meant for like 3 years of me playing it. So that symbol there means there's a blocker that is available to clear over in the features, and when you clear the blockers, clear them, cost energy. As you can see, we can only build 3 and 3 readied out. So as soon as you clear them, we'll be able to build 6. And then later on, I'll take in a tradition where you can, it's a mastery of nature. It's called in the decisions. It might even be called mastery of nature tradition. And you can build, you can click on a decision and it will allow you to build another 2 districts. That is so overpowered. It's like really, really good. Especially when you're like struggling and you need the living space, because you don't want to be building houses down here. Now I know I've got spare blocks here, but there's nothing that I need with the hive mind. If you are playing as a human, you will need to build an Autonicron monument for the Unity, and you will need to be gene clinics so that your population grows quicker. So you see I'm 2.1. Yours is probably on 0.8 if you are playing as the humans on the United Nations. Not the Commonwealth of Man, but the United Nations. That's probably on 0.8. It usually is when I used to play it, because I always started as the Commonwealth of the United Nations, and then I started playing as different species, and the game has just got even bigger when you play it on different species, because it's like a different game each time. I can't stress enough how the game changes with your origin and your species and your start and your ethics. It's just so good a game. So good a game. So, with me blowing smoke up Paradox's ass, we'll continue. So, We'll quickly continue on with our speed. We are only at 2210, so it's not like we're major deep in the game just yet. I'm going to go over to my ships because these are probably doing nothing. And I've now got that technology where I can actually build another scientist. I just got it with this one here because they're done at 31 months each. So resource output, I don't really need to worry about then. Energy grid capacitor is good, but I've got quite a bit of power. We're not going to need to worry about that. We'll just keep doing research for now to get as much research as possible, as quick as possible. Node culling. Now, you will not have this if you are not a hive or a machine. What that technology does is... Time to check everyone again, guys. What that does is it means that you can choose one of these when that completes. When it gets to there, click on that. You can choose one of these which will cull the node, so it will kill it and clear it. It's an alright technology, but I never use it because I want to build them up. I did use it like the first time I did it with this DLC, and I was like, oh no, well I paused that up, didn't I? So yeah, don't be doing that, because with the way I'm going to be doing it through this playthrough, you are not going to lose that character. It's going to be practically immortal. It's not immortal, but with the amount of plus 5-year life expectancy we're going to get at the end, it'll be living for like another 100 years till 2374. 2374, and the game ended in 2375. I actually killed the endgame crisis 4 months after it appeared. So for 20 years, I was just letting time fly by till endgame. So, yeah. Something else to think of. Now we've got another tradition. We've got 742. We're not getting a lot of unit air because I've not built nothing for the unit air, but I will be doing something about that right now because we are increasing our Empire Sprawl. A quick check. Hive District's additional housing. Don't need that just yet. Upkeep from jobs is the one we're going to go for just yet. No, we'll go drone output, then upkeep from jobs. So, we'll do that. Always keep an eye on your science ships. Now, mine are like not doing nothing at the minute because I'm trying to get as much in as I can. Now, I missed the science. That's what that means. I forgot to change one. Oh, what an idiot. So, I missed a month of science there. So, you don't want to be doing that. Fleet command limit plus 20. I don't need to worry about that just yet. We want to get these tiles blockers cleared so that we can build ourselves more stuff on the planets when it's needed. So, let's get this science ship, which is there. Got another black hole there for dark matter. Black hole there for dark matter. Not too bad on the dark matter. Oh, we got a... See there? We've got a derelict cruiser, 180-day research. So we're going to go the research the project. Let's grab this science one. We can put a science on here now because I don't have enough unit. How much do I need? 20. Alright, it costs 100 to buy and 20 a month to keep him. So what we're going to do is, because we have got all this stuff on our planet, we're over to the planet somewhere. We are going to build something that does unit S. You'll have to give me a minute here while I just quickly check through these. That done. What does that do? Administration jobs and amenities. No. What's that do? Sensation module. Research that. Produces 1 unit air for each ascension perk your empire has taken. So that might be one good to get. We're just going to keep doing all them. Deviant set and produces unit air. So we're going to stick down another sentinel port. I was just making sure that I got the right one there. And I'm going to move that up to the top of the queue so that gets done quicker. Give me a bit of unit air. And then as soon as this place is built, I'm going to stick down a spawning pool to increase the building of my people on my planet. Because I'm building, being a hive. Obviously, yours will be having sex. Obviously, if you're a human, a biological entity, you will obviously have to mate. So, as you can see, this is done. Now, I'm not 100% certain, mate, but I think this is Federations. I'm not 100% certain. This bit, I'll have to check that and I'll let you know in the next video I'll do tomorrow when I go live. But I'll have a look and find out what this is. This bit here. I can't remember which DLC this is. It's been that long since I bought it. So, cognitive mode, click on here. It's the one where there's loads of people on the front of the DLC. There's 5 people stood. That's this DLC. Whatever it is called. I can't remember the name of it. But it enables you to do this. But you will have people here. Well, not people, but whatever race you are. Unless you are a machine or hive and it's the one person that does it all. So, if you are the humans, for example, you'll have a counsellor there, a counsellor there, a counsellor there, a counsellor there. There is a technology to get a 6th counsellor as well. And these give you extra stuff. And these give you bonuses and stuff. So you click on this. What we're going to do. So, it takes a time to launch. And then when this bar gets all the way across, it will disappear. So this one here, oh sorry, the top one's going to disappear. It's got 48 days left till it disappears, so I will no longer get that benefit from that. But I've got this one here which is active for 10 years. So what should we do next? So do we want this? Negative traits? Well, no, because none of these are red. None of these are red. You don't need to do it. And if there's only one red, don't do it, because you may as well wait till there's two and then use it. Then we've got complex drone pop resource output +5. And complex drone resource output +5. And then we have monthly unit. So basically, this may as well said, don't bother, don't bother. Are you messing about? Don't not get that. So you get that to increase your resource and your outputs and your drones. Now this is only an easy game. It's not really set up hard at the minute. But if you are struggling, you do want to just play a game easy and win. All you want to really do is just win a game. Like I said in my previous video, which I did today, which is not live, it's just a video like how to start the game, and it's like 50 minutes of just setting up the game before you even play the game. The starting of the game is so important. I can't stress that enough. The start of the game, when you set up your game and your origin and your traits, it just depends how the game plays and on what sort of game you're going to play. That is so important. I cannot stress that enough. The very beginning part of the game, before you even load into it, the setup of the game determines how you're going to play the game. So I know for a fact, with me doing this, with how many games I played, I need to keep my eyes on and focus on the food. The power and the minerals, always. But because it's this, it's the food. So we're going to do this. Come down here, grab this. I know I'm not really doing it. People are probably getting bored of me doing it, talking. But the beginning of the game is the most important thing. So I'll grab this guy, move over here, come over here, grab this, survey that. We'll grab our other science ship. We'll give ourselves a dude. We got 100 unit. Yes, we have. We'll give ourselves the 13-year-old because it's going to take longer. Doesn't really matter about what skills he's got. They will get more skills, like learning, leveling up. You can assign more skills to him, so don't worry about what skills they're going to have. You will get skills and stuff. And then the construction ship. We don't really need to build anything at the minute. We're not doing too bad on the Empire size. It's still a little bit down. I'm thinking whether to push up here for this. Do you know what I'm going to? As the SAS say, he who dares. So as you can see, that's 67 instead of 75. I'm certain it's 75. It was. I get that down to like 42 later. I'm pretty certain it goes to 42. I get it down to 42. Might be 52, but I'm definitely it's in the 40s. And you get the hyper relay. You get that down to 25 influence to cost to build one of them. So because we're going over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this ship over here as well, so that as soon as this construction ship is built down an outpost, we can move over with that construction ship to build an outpost here, and then the game's same there. If my construction ship gets there before that ship, the original construction ship in the space has built the outpost, then I'll tell the one that's not building to go to the next place, and then when that gets built, I'll tell that construction ship to build there. It's all about little micromanagement stuff that helps the game out so much. And let's continue then. So we are coming up to a halfway through 2211. Not doing too bad. Got a fair bit of influence.
We have surveyed the system.
No need to worry about that stuff. We got ourselves another tech, which is a resource one as well, which is fan-dabby-dosy. And the question here is, what do you want? Now, FTL inhibitors means that people can't go past loads of your stuff in these lanes. They'll be like stopped by the inhibitor and like have fight and stuff, so they are good. But as always, resource output, we need to get the science up so we can continue getting these out. Because as you can see, they've gone up in value, 1,000. That's still low, 1,000. Taking 14 months. So you do want to be keeping your eye on stuff to build in your planet with your jobs. I've got 8, is that? Yeah, 8. 8 available jobs. And once the Sentinel port buys, it's going to be 10 jobs. So we are going to be waiting for 10. And like I said, you need the population to get to a full orange bar. Also, that is going up. Growth population. So I am growing Ixidar, which is my species. And I'm building them ones as well. So we are building 2 lots of species. So I wonder why that's like that. It should have a number by it. It used to always have a number by it. So I don't know why that's not like that. I actually balls that up when I said that that's not growing. It is obviously growing because that bar's going across. So this is your species and this is your assembler. I'm assembling 2.1 a month and I'm on 82.1 of 107.3. Assembly of a new pop will be complete in a year, and we get pop from jobs +2 and growth node plus 9%. So the growth node is adding 0.2 to that, a little bit over 0.1, 0.2. So it's getting quite a fair bit of stuff there for that. And I'll just quickly go on. We got another candidate that is available for terraforming. So there's a terraforming candidate inside that planet there, which is not showing us that there's a planet there that is available because of the fact that it is like, it should be a white barren rock. So that planet there, I gather, this one here, toxic world, we're not going to be able to do that till I get the technology for it and all that. So that's the only planet in here that I can think of that we can use. Might be able to get on there. Barren World and Barren World. So it's probably them two. And then you get a technology later on where you can convert barren worlds. Barren world. Gas giant. So even that there is a barren world. So we can do 3 planets in this one system. But we don't know what they're going to be because it doesn't tell me just yet. So we'll come back out of that and we'll keep going on. Our colony is done, so let's just quickly go over here. First thing you want to do is housing, spawning pool, and synaptic node. If you are human, you want to build housing, autochthon monument, gene clinic, or autochthon monument. Gene clinic increases your population to be grown quicker. As you can see, they're nothing at the minute because I've not built my assembler. So as you can see, we have population of 60% of Grimanch. They are people who are on the system. These are on the planet, sorry. These are toxoids. Not too sure why they're there. They won't be for long, I can tell you that. And there's my species, the Ixidar. So as you can see there, look at all them bonuses on them already. And that's just because of how we set the game up. Most of the stuff is how we better set the game up. Pop growth speed +10, army damage +20, menial drone resource output +2, leader lifespan -10 years, but that's redundant because we can get the tech that allows it forever. Pop growth from immigration -15%. We are a hive mind and most likely going to eat you, so that doesn't matter. If you've got Beacon of Liberty, that will matter obviously. You do want that high. You've got a Beacon of Liberty because you'll want immigration to make your pops go high. I've had it with humans where I've had like 5,000 pops, so you do want that Beacon of Liberty, trust me. Then we also have resettlement cost +25%. No one's going to be resettled. No one in the game is going to be resettled because I'm not going to have that problem at all because I'm going to have enough housing and I'm going to have enough jobs on every single planet. Then we get to all the green good stuff. Do you see all that green good stuff? Even knowing I put on that we're going to get less pop housing and that stuff at the origin and the traits. So we're getting +10 pop housing. +80 Arctic habitability. That doesn't matter. Then we got all the other world habitability. And they should all be low. But they're all getting high. So not too bad. It is going up there. These are an Arctic preferred species. And considering that they have the desert at 20%. We're not doing too bad there. So overall, you want to be, first thing, housing for your people, stuff to help your people grow quicker, and then I build a synopsis node because it helps with the Unity and obviously the administration operation of -10%, which is also nice. So, terraforming candidate can go, get rid of all these, right click on all them, get rid of all them. And as you can see there with the arrow going up, that means we can level up our upgrade the building. What is it called? It's called the Hive Core, and we can upgrade it. So let's upgrade it. We are going to move that up to the top because it used to be originally that when you upgrade your Hive Nexus, in this case, you unlock more of these. So it's not this no more, it's these. But when we're upgrading that, it will give me 2 more blocks. I'm pretty certain it does, unless that's changed as well. But it will give me 2 more there with me leveling up that, and then I'll level it up again later, and I get the other 2. So you only need to build enough housing blocks like that. 5 is enough. I know it says 11 housing, 14 housing there, but later on you get stuff that increases this, so you get more housing per hive district. So maybe have to build 6. It won't be very much that we do have to do 6 with, and it will unlock all these, because you unlock these. Look there. Ships can be slots can be unlocked by building city districts or upgrading your hive core. So I'm pretty certain you can upgrade it again after this one, and then you can get that. I say pretty certain because that's how I always do it. So we always do from there up and over and that. And finally, let me just check this planet that's been built. That's been built. Check the features. Oh, I can't do it there. Check these features. Oh, I can't do that there because I've not got the XP for that. XP. So the blocker remover for it, and that's that being done. This means that there's a pre-FTL civilization in the area with an outpost. After a few years, we can do a bit of diplomacy and espionage. We have to actually put someone on it, but I'll show you that when we get there. And with that all being said, I think that is where we should leave this video. It is getting pretty late here over in the UK. It is almost 11 o'clock at night. I actually have to get up real early, and because I'm a hyper insomniac, it takes me like 4 hours to even get bed for 2 hours. So yes, I'm not going to moan about that. We all get old, we all suffer. So yeah, something to look forward to for your young ones. Well, with all that being said, I do appreciate the fact that you've come home. I do appreciate the fact that you've come over and spent a little bit of your time with little old me. I do hope that you found this video helpful and constructive, and I do hope that Drac, sorry, I hope you do like Stellaris so much that you go and buy the DLC. It's a fantastic little game, and if you have any help, want any help, or you need any advice or anything like that, I'm not like a mad professional Stellaris player, but I won a few games, and I know it's a little bit frustrating for you guys when you've played it for like 400-500 hours and you've not won a game yet. I know it's a little bit frustrating. I got to like 250 hours before I won my first game. Like I said, my first 4 games I didn't even win. I got the first 2 games, I didn't even get to the end crisis. So don't be ashamed or embarrassed. Go down there, ask a question in the comments. After this video is obviously the stream's ending now, so it will be in my live plays and my streams. So I do appreciate everybody that's come along. I do appreciate everybody that's left a little chat. Please go down there, smash that like button if you like the content and you like the video and you found it helpful. If not, smash the dislike button. I'm only human, I'm not perfect. All engagement helps as well, and I really do appreciate you all coming along, spend a little bit of your time with little old me. I know I said it earlier on, but I really do mean to have a small channel, and without you guys, there's nothing. I'm absolutely nothing. So I really do appreciate you guys. You really do mean a lot to me. And as always, I shall see you all on the battlefield. And eyes up, Guardian. I shall see you all tomorrow in a live stream, and this is Viper signing off. I'll just leave it like this for a minute, because every time I quit my live stream, it misses off like 3 minutes of my video. So I'm going to leave the live stream here. I'm just going to leave this on the screen here and play a little bit of music to play you guys out before I end the stream. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Viper out.